Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back. We start last time when we met, we look at buying options and selling options. Which way should we take? And that was our first review of the trades. And the conclusion that we made is that when the trend is going up, when there is an uptrend or downtrend, when the stocks are trending, we conclude that it is better to buy than sell. And then we see it's more profitable when the stocks are going on a sideways. So that's our initial conclusion. But again, this is the beginning of our research, and we will continue doing this day by day to see the impact, the effect. We will continue monitoring that and then making our conclusions or determining, trying to see whether that information or that hypothesis is correct. Does it hold water to say that when stocks are trending, when in a trending market, it is better to sell. It's better to buy than to sell. It's more profitable because here we are looking for profit. Now, today we're going to continue from where we stop. So that's our understanding, and let's continue looking at our trades. So here, SPX, we look at SPX today. SPX had a big drop. But if you remember, in our last meeting, I indicated that the third Friday of every month tend to be very volatile. So if you see the market going this way, you should not expect it to continue on that route on a Friday. It's a common thing. For whoever trades, you know that third Friday. Look at here. Look at this one. You see it's going, what happened? It comes all the way down and it takes it from there. Now look at another Friday. Yeah, look at it. Significant volatile. When all the way, the candle was one time here and it came all the way down. Now let's look at another one. You see, it's going down and it changed the trend right here. And that's a very common thing on that Friday. So look at it. We hit the Friday with a big candle. That's where the trend changes. And you can see another one here. The trend was down. It changed from here. So third Friday, keep that in your mind as you trade stocks or options or as you do in your trading journey. Pay attention to third Friday. Now let's look at our trades. We can look at the queue and look at whether there is any change in there. You can see again another big down day. Now let's look at the trades. For as you remember, these 5 items, we are doing this other trade to learn how to do adjustments, how to adjust correctly. How, when the trade is going bad, what do we do? And the strategy for this one is we're going to take profit at 50% because it's easier. It's easier to go from 0 to 50, for option to go from 0 to 50 than 50 to 0 or to 100%. So we want to take advantage of that statistics. And the one that we're going to be taking profit would be the ones we sold puts. Now, when we look at the BA right now, we see that BA is 52% already. So we can go and capitalize on that. The market is closing in 5 minutes. So I don't know if we're going to be able to capitalize on that, but we want to do a trade. So we can see it's going up. We're going to take, we started here. We started here, went down. Right now, it gave us 50%. We're going to take it. We're going to roll. We're going to do a roll. Since we see that 21 days left, we can still continue to, it's 15%. Why not we roll to 33%. We take the little profit, we going to go sold this. So let's do that. Okay. So BA, we're gonna do closing, we're gonna create a rolling order. Create a rolling order. We want to use the same date, no change in there. So we're gonna be buying September 5th, and we want to sell September 5th. We want to keep the same time period. Ooh, what the? What's going on? Oh, okay. So it's not because of the this year. The 33%, we're gonna do 20, but looking at the trend looks good. So we're gonna do 34%. And again, we wanna be aggressive here to learn how to do the adjustments. So we have 230, 230 we buying back, so 220 we buying that. So we're going to sell 230. We're going to sell 230. And here is our credit there. Let's send it and see what we're going to have. We have only 6 more minutes, so we want to go in and get that back. It's working. Let's go change this. Let's go again. Let's reduce it down a bit because we want it to go in at my time. What did that us do? 3 minutes? We have only 3 minutes left. What did it allow us? Oh boy. So let's do again. If it didn't go through, we're still fine. We can continue to carry it. Okay, good. So that one is completed. We went back in, remove, take our amount. Okay, now, oh, here. So let's move that to the group. Option combination right there. So we move it back in. We look at the BITO. We don't see much in there, that movement, because of the BITO. Let's look at it. BITO. It's going down. BITO is going down. It went up. Now it's down. So basically, remove all the profit. There was a time we went very close to 50%. So this is one of the reasons why we need to be taking profits, because this one went all the way to about, at one time it hit 50. And now you can see it dropped all the way down to -1, to negative, what is it? Already -1. So it's already dropped to -1. So we have to wait for it again. Here is DIA, but the reason we are not selling DIA, or this one, the reason we hit that 50% we didn't sell, because this is a put. We purchase a call. So those ones, we leave them. We don't. We leave them and then go with them until closer to the expiration time. Then we buy them back, sell, and then buy another one. Now we have the DIA. You can see DIA is already 49%. 49%. We can use the same process in this, but because of the fact that this one, we purchase it, we can still keep this. As time goes by, we may determine whether when we get 50%, we're going to sell and then buy another one. But here, we can keep this. We're comfortable with it. The goal, we have a goal here. So goal is going down. The market just closed. Gold is going down 52%, but still we don't have anything to worry about. We can take a look at gold. We don't need to do any adjustment, GLD. No adjustment is needed. We all know gold is quite volatile, but no adjustment is needed. Still, it didn't hit the 50%. For gold, Yeah. So here is the thing. For gold, based on the indicator that we are using, we should not be in gold right now. We should get out of gold trade. So we're gonna make those changes on, but we can see it's red. So we should not have been in gold trade all this time. When we went in here, it went into this, we should have getting out. All right. So let's move to the next one. Let's move to the next. So on Monday, we need to go in and remove Gola. HD. For HD, last last Thursday, we hit our profit of 50%. We took the profit out. So today, you can see we are negative 42%. We're gonna keep it. It didn't hit the 100%. When it hit 100%, we're gonna cut our profit. We're gonna cut the loss out and get out of it. Now, the main one, these are the ones that we are looking for. Each of these accounts, if you look at this, you will recognize them. These are the Magnificent Seven account. So we sold puts on it and then buy calls. At between 100, here is the rule down here. We put the rules here. We said, okay, program one, we're going to buy 70 delta calls or puts around 90 to 120 days. Okay. Buy when the DMI is positive. When the DMI is positive, which is the indicator that I just saw. No, this other one, I think we need to change that, is the trend tracker. Trend tracker. When the trend tracker is positive, and we would sell when EMA distance cross. So we have an indicator called EMA distance. If that cross, we're going to sell. Or if the trailing stop one point is, if the trailing stop, the price cross below the trailing stop, we're going to close. Also, for selling, we sell puts or call at 30 to 20 delta, around 90 to 100 days. Okay. So we would cover the call if we lose more than 100%. So we are looking, maybe we can even increase that to 200, but right now it's 100%. But as we continue our research, we're going to do that. We're going to buy back at 100% profit. No, we said we're going to buy back at 50% profit. That's 50% profit. Okay, not 100%. 100% for, that means when we sell puts, it's hard. So like I said, it's easy to move from 0 to 50, then from 50 to 100. All right. So for the Apple, here we have the Apple. I'm seeing only, I saw Apple here, sold, but I don't see the puts, the call part of it. Why is that? Interesting. Oh. Okay. Here we sold puts. If you look at this, we sold puts because the reason is quite confusing is this. So expecting it to see, because if you use the Thinkorswim web one, the website one, that one would combine them so you open to see. So here we sold puts for all this. We see that they are all profitable right now. So no worry on that, but they are all less than 50%. So we're not going to do any adjustment there. Now let's look at the ones that we purchase a call. Here we see that they are also, all of them are positive, except But here we saw Microsoft, but again, 0.53%, 0.53%, that's nothing. Here also, we see Microsoft is negative, but they didn't get to a point that we would need to change them. But again, for this other one, we cannot just look and say, yeah, we need to go and look at the indicators first. If it turned red, we have to get out. MSFT, let's look at the trend tracker. MSFT. Okay, MSFT is positive, it's going on a sideways, but it's positive. Let's look at the other one, NVIDIA, everybody's favorite. Everybody's favorite. Mr. NVIDIA. NVIDIA. NVIDIA is also going on a sideways. But nothing to worry. We saw some changes in here. We saw some changes. But again, we don't see the negative sign. What do we say? When the EMA, yeah, those ones are there, but because this is down, EMA distance. At this point, the way NVIDIA is going is not, we would not be using this. Because you can see if it is going on an uptrend, let's say it's going here, and it cross below on this, then we would get out. But here, this one, we cannot use that indicator. We have to depend on the trend tracker. Okay. Now, where's NVIDIA? That's NVIDIA here. We look at Tesla. Tesla also is down. TSLA. We saw a big candle down way, but nothing to worry because we're still within, it's still showing green. We're going to stay. All right. Well, Tesla, they're all, it's a huge drop this day. Yeah. Okay. But everybody know how volatile Tesla is. So this would conclude. You can see we are making some money, $8,000. Today was a big drop, but we lose about 3,800. Again, that most of those comes from here. So this is a different one that I am running. So that's what that is about. Thank you very much. We're gonna conclude this video. Thank you. You stop sharing. Buying versus selling. We would see you next week.